And just moments ago, Fox News senior foreign correspondent Trey Yingst, he sat down with Secretary of State Marco Rubio in an exclusive interview, and they talked about a lot of things, including the Iran conflict and the White House Correspondents' dinner. He joins us from the State Department. What were your top takeaways, Trey?
Dana, good morning. We just spoke with Secretary of State Marco Rubio for an exclusive interview, his first sit-down since the ceasefire went into effect between the United States and Iran. We talked not just about that conflict, but also the negotiations between Israel and Lebanon and the ceasefire inside the Gaza Strip. But I also asked the Secretary about the White House Correspondents' dinner he attended on Saturday night. Here's what he had to say. You were at the White House Correspondents' dinner on Saturday night. I'm curious what was going through your mind when shots were fired outside of the ballroom.
I didn't hear shots. I just saw a bunch of security people rushing in from the back of the room, front stage. So the first thing you wonder immediately, just knowing kind of what's out there, is there an internal threat? Is there a threat inside of the ballroom itself? Well, and then the second is, what are they dealing with, some mass event that's happening from the outside in? So, but I saw them follow all the security protocols. I was watching the security steps they took around the president. It was pretty apparent at that point that they were trying to remove him from the scene as is appropriate. So, look, I mean, it was sort of an unfortunate situation that happened there where one individual can disrupt what is, one of the bigger nights in Washington, especially when the president attends. So that's kind of the world we live in right now.
And you immediately went to the White House.
Yeah, we did. We went backstage to the command center where the president's at in the back, and sort of the first assessment that needed to be made was to be clear that all of the continuity of government things were in place, and that was quickly assessed to be the case.
The focus for the administration this week remains on those negotiations between the United States and Iran. You'll remember Saturday morning before the dinner, the president decided not to send special envoys Kushner and Witkoff to Islamabad, Pakistan, over questions about how serious the Iranians were about making a good faith deal. I asked the secretary about the Strait of Hormuz and reports that indicate the Iranians are willing to open it. Early on Saturday, President Trump canceled the planned talks in Islamabad, Pakistan, encouraging the delegation not to go. And on Saturday, the president canceled the talks in Islamabad, Pakistan, keeping special envoys Kushner and Witkoff here in the United States. He said just 10 minutes later, the Iranians made a new offer on paper, and it was better.
If what they mean by opening the straits is, yes, the straits are opened as long as you coordinate with Iran, get our permission, or we'll blow you up, and you pay us, that's not opening the straits. Those are international waterways. They cannot normalize, nor can we tolerate them trying to normalize a system in which the Iranians decide who gets to use an international waterway and how much you have to pay them to use it.
The secretary spoke about how the Iranians are actually willing to speak at this point, given the pressure that was applied on the regime, not just economically with the U.S. blockade against Iranian ports, but also the firepower during Operation Epic Fury. As for any possible resumption of conflict, the secretary said it is President Trump's decision to make. Dana?
Trey Yingst, good to have you stateside. Thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.